Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final 3 brain cells where I take over because John won't start.
This is supposed to be a John intro. Your name's not John today. You're green. You're not blue.
Welcome to the final 3 Braincells podcast. Welcome to episode 100 of the show. My name is John Cody.
NanoBunTV. It's episode 17.
Shut up, Nano. It's fucking John's intro. Say it right.
It's episode 100, and this is...
I'm Gears. It's episode 100.
Whoa! Might as well
Can't believe we made it to 100.
Yes, we're 100 years old. Wait a minute.
Days.
Not that. 100 days old, yeah.
Weeks.
Audio listeners, he's resting his leg on my leg. Why?
Audio listeners, John's also doing the same.
No, he's not.
My leg is resting on my own leg, I'll have you know.
Then do I do this instead, and then we just kind of do the same thing?
Audio listeners,
you
we're
uncross your legs.
Oh, okay, I'm uncrossing my legs.
No, you okay? Look, no. You got to do it like how me and Gears are doing it. You don't cross your leg. You put the leg right here.
It makes my hip tracker spaz out.
Damn.
I can't do that one.
Welcome. So if I go like this and crush my nuts, do I become a woman?
Close enough.
Close enough.
You know, if you just hit it in the wrong way,
the answer is yes. The answer is yes, but your wife will be very upset.
Babe, I'm sorry, I crushed my nuts. I think I heard her screaming in the background. I think I heard her screaming in the background.
You see, the thing is with the injuries that you get, like with how you injured your finger, it wouldn't surprise me if you just obliterated your balls. It's not out of character.
So it's my second broken finger on my hand. I had a broken pinky from a while ago. I have a cut on I have a laceration on my middle finger on my left hand. I also burned the living shit on my arm on my left and my right. I burned the fuck out of the bottom of my left foot. No, it was my right foot. And I love my legs because they're gone.
So this is the last episode of the show. Long pause. Before we do guest episodes. Yeah. So this is the last episode of the show. Just full stops. So we're having guests on.
We're getting sued by General Electric.
We're getting sued by General Electric for having their shittily drawn logo over on the shelf.
Yeah. We finally got the cease and desist.
I did genuinely make that logo in MS Paint.
Phenomenal.
I made my entire avatar in MS Paint.
No, you didn't.
You didn't even make it.
You didn't even make it.
Shut up.
I'm the avatar.
We're right. It's a problem. We're right.
We're also right about it being episode 100.
So next...
Put away the gun. Put away the gun that I gave you. Audio listeners, he's shooting me in the fucking head. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I mentioned it last episode.
What?
Chuckle Sandwich ended during our hiatus.
So we're going to be having our first guest episode next week.
We're having Ted Nivison on the show from Chuckle Sandwich.
Trying to get the frying pan.
Which he's going to be like,
frying pan, Nano.
Fuck?
Sorry, we're having Ted on.
Yeah, too bad, Witchy.
Sorry, Witchy. You can be in the cuck chair, though.
Obviously,
yeah. In the corner.
So we mentioned before on the show that Witchy's essentially going to be our first guest based off of a nano principle.
I think the only set in stone principle was like, Volt
Witchy
had
got
to be
dibs.
third.
No,
and Witchy got first dibs because Witchy is first. Witchy was originally going to be one of the final 3 brain cells, but then I decided on us 3.
Yeah, I became the replacement for fucking Witchy. I have no idea why.
You came back to life.
Yeah, I came back after like a fucking 15-year hiatus, pretty much.
He's an honorable brain cell.
I exist, guys, and
he's not a brain cell. He doesn't have any, but
honorary. I really like that, honorable brain cells. It's really funny.
Every single guest we have on, which, you know, should we do the thing that Volt was doing on his show, where like there's an item in the set for each and every guest we have on? Like we have a shelf over there.
But I also, how about we do? How about we do a cutout of their avatar?
No, but that's effort from me. I mean,
oh yeah,
Nano,
true. I don't
Nano.
have to deal with that. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can
Stare
do
into
it.
my
We can do
eyes.
it.
Stare into my eyes, Nano.
Okay.
What about a cutout of their avatar, just over there, stacked all the way over there,
stacking a massive pile of cardboard cutouts in the corner of the room.
Like, I hope to God at
Yeah.
one point that there's just going to be like, it's going to be all the way to the fucking ceiling, and then there's just going to be like an image of Squidward up there, like as if it was all Krabby Patties.
I'm just remembering back
Put
to
Squidward
an
up
Unus
there.
Annus episode with cardboard cutouts, and they put a fucking photo of Benjamin Franklin's face on the ketchup bottle cardboard cutout. Who the fuck makes and who the fuck buys a cardboard cutout of a bottle of ketchup? Like
The
a grocery
stores,
store?
Nano.
I don't know.
Yes, yes, Nano, the
Buy
grocery
our
store,
ketchup.
and me who wants to
don't-
shove it up my,
You can't shove the cardboard up your ass.
but I didn't.
Not with that attitude.
Exactly. If I can fit
Not
two
with that
raccoons up my
attitude.
ass, then I can fit a ketchup bottle
You can fit
cardboard
two whole
cutout.
fays up there?
What have you been doing with?
Yeah, I can
was-
fit-
damn it, you beat me to it. I was gonna say, what have you been doing with Faye?
Oh, this is why Faye's been
cloned
sick. I'm
Faye
sorry.
And then you shoved her up your ass?
I'm sorry. This is why Faye's been sick. This is why Faye's
That explains
been
everything.
This is why Faye has been sick. Oh, you're sick. You're a sick motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, we are good friends, and we're there for our friend who is not feeling well. Okay, we don't shove them up our asses.
What do I
It's
wanna
not a
shove
thing that we
my
do.
Nano
ass?
writing the apology right now.
I'm
as
writing
we
this with
speak.
longer right now.
Also,
we're
how
very
do I
sorry
turn
to the
off the
editor of
fucking-
the show, Final 3 Braincells editor, Faye the raccoon, for shoving her up her asses simultaneously. What?
All of us, every one of us.
All at once.
So what if I wanted to just come all over the place?
You keep that in.
Oh.
Yeah, we keep that part in, but we cut out like the beginning and the after, so it's just that line.
Now just cover the screen with a white splooge. I believe in you.
God, okay, we're really getting our money's worth of this editor that we're underpaying.
We're not. I mean, she's getting paid as much as you did during the time you were editing.
How much was I getting paid?
Like barely that much.
Were
We
you
called you a
getting paid?
slave
I was
for a
getting paid
reason.
when I was editing for Echo. I think I asked for more at some point, and they obliged. I don't remember how much either amount was, though.
Is
But I
this
was
child
getting paid.
labor?
I was getting paid. Yeah,
It was pretty much child labor.
It was child labor when I was editing.
So
Yeah,
anyways,
Thank you,
with
Echo, for
our-
indulging child labor laws or breaking child labor laws.
My God.
So with the guest episodes, we'll have them kind of like every other week or like every so often, like pretty frequently over the course of
I
time.
want to do
here
it like
soon.
once a month just to kind of keep it, but it could be a
We've
little
got a
bit
lot
more
of guests,
frequent.
though.
We have a
We
lot
got
of
a lot
guests.
of guests.
Lot of
We're gonna-
guests.
We're gonna burn through all our guests, and then we're gonna get back to regular episodes.
So do
I'm
we
also
just stop
totally
doing
fine with us having repeats, and I'm sure a lot of people would be very open to doing
Oh, yeah.
repeats as well.
So
coming on
it's
the show
just
multiple
multiple
times.
it's just the average orgy session every single time they come back. Yeah. Okay.
It's the same beat off session.
Mhm. That's what the
Oh
cardboard
yeah,
cutouts
circle
are for.
jerk.
So,
Exactly.
but yeah, we,
The circle jerk of the
We-
cardboard
we-
cutouts.
We need to do that.
it's a weird OnlyFans video.
Excuse me, it's called-
You can
it's
find
called
that on the
Only Gear.
Patreon. No, there is no Patreon.
You can find that on OnlyFans.
There is
Wait, yeah, that would be hilarious. We do is if we ever do like premium episodes, we post them on OnlyFans instead of Patreon.
I'm fine with that. OnlyFans has got a good price, like good conversion pricing for like
They
whenever
do have
you're
a
actually
good
an OnlyFans.
conversion price.
And the
It's
thing
just
is
really
that
entertaining.
OnlyFans is not only for just, porn. You don't have to be a
isn't?
porn star to have an own. Yeah.
I
You do
have
know
no
that several
idea.
artists have. You do know like several artists
Technically
that
up
do
on
not do
anything.
porn have OnlyFans because the entire platform is literally just for fans, so that you can post primo content.
You
Like,
see, this makes total sense, but I never
it's
thought
porn.
of it. It's porn.
but it's porn.
It's mostly porn.
Okay,
It's just
well,
porn.
you
It's
learn
just
something
porn.
every day.
Holy shit.
What are we naming the plant?
Greg.
Why does the plant need a name?
We have a plant in the set. He's been here since episode 1. What do we name the plant?
Greg.
All right, I'm gonna slap a name tag on him. This is Greg, and then we have the name tag on the camera.
Hello, my name's Greg.
Can we finally get words on these books like I just came here, or like little quotes too as well?
Oh, we need quotes from the podcast on the books on the shelf. Yeah.
They're literally
O.J.
all Mark
Simpson.
Hamill hit the camel.
O.J. Simpson. Well, we already have the orange juice.
Yeah, I know, but like
Oh,
O.J.
wait,
Simpson.
that's for
part two.
that's for something else, right? The orange juice is for the Jews.
O.J. Simpson comes back.
I sure
He's
hope.
making a comeback.
He's what now?
He's resurrected. He's dead.
He's coming on my back? What?
Backshots?
You
Yo,
don't-
win.
You'll just have to wait for the back shots after the show.
From
I will
O.J.
continue
Simpson,
to-
apparently.
From
Okay,
O.J. Simpson
wait.
specifically.
Nano, get up. Nano, get up. We need to do this. We need to do the bit. And just
No. Sit back down.
Yeah,
You're not
come on.
O.J.
No, you need to-
Simpson.
you
Sit
need
your
to- you
ass
need to-
down.
I'm doing back shots on Nano.
But you're not O.J. Simpson.
I hope. You know, my dad asked me about the podcast today.
Oh, God.
Your
I was
dad never
worried he was
sees
going to
this.
ask if he can listen to it.
You know, my brother also listens to the podcast,
Well, yeah, but that's funny.
and so does my mom.
Yeah, that's also pretty funny.
Hi, Mom.
But
Can
your
I have your
dad-
number? Hi, Gears' mom. Number,
John,
please.
I will fuck you, and I will be your new dad.
Both for free? 2 for the price
Get
of
the
1.
banjos.
2 rolls for the price of 1. Per
Per
usual, the episode is
Dueling
very
banjos that
sexually
starts
charged.
playing in the background. Just like, God dang it. I hear
Don't
them
worry,
off in
when
the
Faye was on the
distance.
show. Don't worry, when Faye was on the show, it was already sexually charged. But when me and when Gears and John are on the show, holy Jesus Christ!
Holy jizz us Christ.
Holy Jesus Christ! Holy Jesus Christ!
Yeah, something like that. It's just,
Sure.
It's something good.
Yeah, something like that. Do we
There's
want to
something
actually
in
like
there.
talk about a specific topic? Do you guys have anything in mind? What
I'm having
happened this
fun
week?
with this.
I'm having fun with this too. But do you guys have anything interesting that happened this week since the last episode?
Well, I know there's one major thing that interesting that happened this week.
Oh yeah,
Which, by the way, did you ever get to look at it?
I
Oh,
did
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I did.
All right,
I did.
nice.
So we're gonna
Let's
talk
just
about the
continue this
Bigscreen Beyond
conversation
too.
and not like
We're a tech podcast
like give
now.
context.
We're a tech podcast because one of the dudes is starting to do shit that's like that, and the other one's doing something else entirely different.
And then I'm just here.
Don't worry about it. I'm not announcing it until later.
Exactly. And then Nano's jerking off in the corner because they're jobless.
Audio listeners, love you to death. I'm not. I'm not jerking off in the corner. I am jobless. Wait, scratch that. Reverse
No,
it.
you're jerking off.
Except no.
No,
I mean,
you're jerking off in the
prostitution's always
corner,
an
but it's
option.
never on the podcast.
Okay.
You know, selling your body is
After
always
the camera
legal in
gets-
several other countries.
Good to know.
Just
So the Bigscreen Beyond
Just very
2 was
quickly, like
released.
after we hit.
I'm sorry, but Nano, your hip tracker went away, and so he
Yes.
said, "Good to know." You fucking went up and then down.
Yep, I know. My hip tracker has issues.
Hip thrust, hip thrust,
Hip
hip
thrust.
thrust.
Get like a 3.0 for like that specific tracker.
It's a Tundra. It should work fine.
Get a 3.0 for that specific tracker.
All right. So the Bigscreen Beyond
Get the
2 was
Delta tracker.
announced. Thoughts and opinions, gentlemen. If you don't know,
I
if
actually
you
like
aren't in
it.
the loop, it's a VR headset. It's the sequel to the one I'm wearing
It's-
on my face.
It's another 1K headset.
$1,000, just a little headset, no controllers, no nothing.
Do you remember that they also made it $1,000 headset that has a upgrade you can get that literally makes it where you can have eye tracking with it, and it's also like the tiniest eye tracker that's ever been actually made, and it's specifically for the headset. No modding required.
Yeah.
No external batteries. It's all hooked up to the headset.
Eye
And-
tracking.
Yeah. The whole deal.
Yeah,
the whole deal is really impressive.
It's like 1,200 for eye tracking included, plus also some pretty good straps that like they have a Halo strap that has like the flip up visor, so you can just Oh yeah, and then they were actually doing something that I was thinking about doing, because I've been thinking about making a VR headset for a while now, and one of the things I wanted to do, and because PSVR was also one of the biggest inspirations for doing a Halo strap on the headset, they were doing a silicone gasket so it doesn't have to be flush on your face.
Yeah, which is pretty
It's
nice.
a flexible. It is.
It's nice
It's basically
now that
so
there is
it blocks out light.
It's nice now that there is the option to where you could actually share a big screen with people because they have the non-custom molded faceplates as an option, and then you can also adjust the IPD with a little screwdriver.
I kind of want to actually do that, the adjustment on the IPD being with a screwdriver instead of a little knob, because I hate this little knob on the index. I shake my head and my IPD adjusts. I'm not kidding. I literally just shook my head and the IPD, the IPD thing just showed up. And I'm over just like, motherfucker, I'm not even adjusting it right now. Like, shut up.
Too bad.
I don't need you in front of me.
Cry about it. Your IPD is getting adjusted now whether you want it to or not. It's so sensitive,
And
though,
then
I know.
And then my prescription lenses I have for this thing literally just, they are made in such a way that if I try to center up my eyes on the actual lenses, it distorts and blurs out everything except for, actually no, I just can't see. But if I go up to the very, like if I go to where my eyebrows are touching the fucking lenses, and I am not kidding you, like my eyebrows are on the lenses, so I have to go down. So if I try to center it up, it's blurry. But if I go down to the very bottom of the lenses and have my eyes there where the fucking index is on my cheekbones, I can see perfectly. Yeah, I don't know why I got this from. It's annoying as fuck. So I have to clean off my lenses like a lot, and I can't have this thing where it's in a comfortable position where it's not like on my cheekbones, but it's on my like nose where like everything feels really nice, and it's not like annoying as shit.
With VR. Very love-hate relationship with VR.
Which is why I'm making this shit.
With the Beyond 2, like later this year, I may debate on getting it. Of course, it depends on money at the time, but I'm also kind of on the copium train of, dear God, Valve, please announce something.
Deckard.
Yeah.
Deckard.
The Deckard actually has been announced. Its pricing. Yes, it has. Its price.
Has it? What?
Its actual look and form.
Not by Valve.
Have been leaked. Not by Valve, but they have been leaked by a very, very considerably trusted source. It is somewhere in the later part of 2025, and it's going to be about 1,200.
And hopefully we get HLX with it. Or sometime
and
around there as well.
It's also going to be running on SteamOS. It's going to be it's basically going to be like a Quest, but basically Steam.
Yeah.
I hope Valve doesn't stop manufacturing base stations for the people who do have indexes, and also for the sake that the big screen
exists. I really hope so. Well, the thing is that base stations, again, are literally, most people, even people with Quests, still think base stations are pretty much the pinnacle of tracking. You get sub-millimeter precision with something so easy to do.
Tell that to my hip tracker. Woo! There it goes.
That's occlusion problems that are happening.
Yeah, I know.
But yes, you get sub-millimeter position from literally something that's so easy to fucking set up. And the sad part is that the actual base stations themselves are literally only there because to get a base standard for every single headset, they needed a base standard for what the actual laser array would look like, so that whenever you're making the headset, that you can just easily make everything else for the headset, or whenever you make everything for the headset pretty much like how it is, and it's all put to the standard of the base stations.
So, another thing that I really like about the Beyond 2 is, I don't know how the fuck they managed it, but the Beyond 1 is 150 grams. Convert that from hamburger units to whatever the fuck it is in the metric system. I don't know. But
50 grams.
Oh, right. Grams is, yeah. Convert that to burger units if you're American, which we are. But the new Beyond, the Beyond 2, is somehow lighter at 107.
107, yeah.
They fucking shaved off more. And they put eye tracking in it.
Oh
Like,
no,
what?
eye tracking
I
is
know,
is
I know, it's a
is
separate one.
the
It's a
is
separate tier, separate purchase, kind of. But still,
Yeah.
like, how the fuck?
they basically said what can we so from our original Big Screen Beyond, what is broken with people whenever like people actually used it for a while, and what can we shave off? And then they just did some material science shit where they're like, okay, maybe we can choose a lighter material next time. Maybe we can change the lens material. Maybe we can make it smaller. Maybe we can try some different things. And they also increased the FOV to be 110 or 116 actually.
I think it's just the
So,
perfect headset now.
Actually, it's about the same as Index.
I mean, but it's not a fucking brick on your face.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is a brick on your face. It's a slim brick.
It's a teeny brick. It's a baby brick.
Exactly.
One thing also
No matter what, it's gonna be a
that was
baby
really
brick.
awesome is people who recently ordered a big screen one instead having their
Yes.
orders delayed, and they're like, why is my order delayed slightly? And then, whoa, here you go, showing up at your door. Hey, there's a big screen 2. This is not what you ordered, but you're getting a big screen 2 anyways.
You're getting a nuclear orange, by the way. Don't worry. I know you ordered black, but fuck you.
That's not what I want. Oh. I wonder which one did people get if they ordered a big screen one.
really
Probably
do.
the black one. They probably got the black
Probably
one.
the
probably
black
the-
one, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so
probably. But I
torn
do like the
between the
nuclear
colors.
orange. And,
I don't know if I want the clear or if I want the nuclear orange. They're both so good. The clear is so good.
like-
nuclear orange
it's like
is
when
so
you're
good
buying
too.
Nerf guns back in the day. Wait, okay. Did you guys know that during the time that production of Nerf guns back in like the early 2000s, that you could find rare ones that were either a clear coat or that were clear, as in like all the plastic was clear, or it was a clear red, clear blue, or clear green, and that they were basically a rarity type
Ooh.
that you could actually get with
That's
most guns.
wild.
I actually got a Deploy CS6 that was clear. And I have found several different guns out there, or several different Nerf guns out there that were like a clear red or a clear blue. I actually had a Centurion, which is from Mega, that was a clear blue, which is like one of the rarest types you can get.
I think I would probably go with the Clear Beyond, maybe. I still love the nuclear orange so much, but the reason I might go for the Clear Beyond is the Beyond 1 has this little light inside of it. There's a little RGB light that you can change the color of. I have it set to purple, but the Beyond is black, so you can barely see that little purple light through it. Maybe with the clear one, you can see the light through it a bit more.
I'm gonna get.
Hey,
I'm gonna get the.
I'm gonna also mention
I'd get
this.
the. I'd get the orange one because Virtual Boy.
True.
This is true. I'm going to mention this as well. So with the one that's clear, if you wanted to, you could technically chemically frost it or even just mechanically frost it, the actual clear coat. So it's just a frosted clear. And then whenever that light goes off, the entire thing glows.
Ooh, okay. Orange though, but the Virtual Boy.
The orange,
It's
the
such a
orange
hard
is so
decision.
good.
It's such a hard
Yeah.
decision. I did not expect an orange Beyond, like an orange mainstream VR headset, but it's a pretty nice shade of orange.
So I've also been doing a bunch of things with optics today, literally just researching about different types of optics, exactly how they function, what are the best and like the things like that they do. Honestly, pancake lenses are pretty much like some of the best optics you can make. They're expensive as shit though.
Money, money, money.
But they are honestly some of the best optics you can make. With the only downside really being is that the FOV can be really shitty with them if you don't change a few things. And then also they take up so much light. They take away so much of the light because it polarizes the light as it's coming through the lens. And so it just basically goes, yo, this light, just dim it down a bit. And so you get really dim lights. So you have to put more power into displays to actually get them brighter, or you have to get brighter displays. So, you know the Oculus Quest 3 or the Meta Quest 3? The one's battery powered and has pancake lenses.
Ooh.
It requires more battery to actually, operate a brighter display, which you know what happens?
Yo, drain
Battery
that battery.
die fast. That's why it only has a 2-hour battery life when it's on 4K display
That is
and at the
pathetic.
brightest setting possible. I'm not kidding. It's 2 hours of actual time you can play.
2 hours of
Goodness.
VR play.
Yep. And that's not even like connected to a PC. If you try and connect to a PC, it basically just completely fucks over the actual video because it's like, I'm going to compress it so I can send it through a USB, and then I'm going to try and uncompress it on the other side.
Yep.
Or it compresses when it's coming back and then doesn't barely even try to uncompress it when it's like at your headset. So many problems with that fucking headset.
It's great for what it is, but it's not perfect. Let me tell
It's
you.
not perfect. I'm gonna build a wall around it. I'm kidding, sorry.
Oh my god. Around where?
Okay,
Around the headset?
Yeah.
The place where they
I'm
make
gonna build
them?
a wall around the goddamn. No. We're gonna build a wall around the headsets. All
Okay.
of them.
Every single one. If you own
They're
a
gonna be
Quest
12
3,
feet high.
All of
there's
them.
gonna be walls all around your house. You could even say your house is made of walls.
They're gonna be 12-foot high walls.
You know,
That's all you get.
if you really think about it, we are surrounded by walls.
I'm enclosed like a mouse.
The way you said that, there's something about the
I mean,
way that you
houses are
said that.
technically people tanks.
It's just,
I'm enclosed like a mouse.
I mean, there's
gotta-
so many
You
things
gotta
that are
find the cheese
enclosed.
gears. You gotta
I'm
find the
gonna find-
cheese gears.
Where's the cheese?
There he goes.
There he goes.
There he goes
Where's the
into
cheese?
into the wall. There's something
There's
perfect.
the cheese.
You found the
Well,
cheese.
he's
You
gonna
found the
be
cheese.
waiting
You
to the
ever
corner
said.
of the wall that I stare at, which I'm just sitting here.
There's the cock chair as well.
Audio listeners, you guys heard that like crystal clear, but to us, that shout sounded like it was super far in the distance. Which is why it was
probably
perfect.
hear it a lot.
So
I think if Faye actually gets the audio, she might have to just cut you out,
Yeah, just go-
and
just go to
just
the
use
backup
your
audio. Faye, if you go to the backup audio for just a second, then you'll hear the faint one.
Oh my god, yeah. It's so funny.
Oh my god. We love distance audio in VR chat. VR chat has great audio systems, honestly. Like, it really
it
does
does.
sound
It's
like
like
someone's
Gary's
there
mod.
with you. What? You compare it to Gary?
So-
Gary's mod shit. Shit quality. Poopy quality.
Oh, this is
That's funny because I
is
think
Gary's
VR
mod.
chat. I think VR chat is fixing to switch over to Steam audio instead of whatever audio system that they've got right now. At least I've heard.
Yeah, it's in the beta.
I don't know. Yeah.
honestly, I kind of like the audio. I mean, can we switch over to it now? Like,
I think
Steam audio?
I think it is a
I don't
beta. I just
know.
don't know if it's network compatible.
Well, I'm on the beta, so
Yeah, I'm also on the
It's
beta.
network
There's,
compatible.
there's a
Forward
separate
going?
beta. There's two betas running alongside each other. One of them is the Steam audio beta.
Okay, gotcha.
What else? What else is there? So that's about everything with the Beyond 2. I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade to it because for people who already own a Beyond, the upgrade price is it's not a full 1,000,
Not great.
but it's
yeah.
like it's still like 850 or something, somewhere around 850,
It's like 800 to 850, somewhere around there.
somewhere
It-
between
right.
800 and 850, which is a lot of money. When I already have a perfectly functional Beyond 1, so and it's plenty comfortable, but. You know, maybe if I've just got a bunch of fucking money to blow, then I don't know. I went to an arcade today. I want to build an arcade cabinet.
Well,
So-
we went to the one arcade in San Diego as well.
So
but-
there's this really awesome arcade in town. Can you stop? How long were you
What?
doing that for? Put your hand away.
a while.
what's wrong?
Audio
wrong?
listeners, love you to death. We're gonna need to censor my crotch. Here's had his hand in a place. So there's this really awesome arcade in my town that's just only old school pinball machines and old school arcade games, and I mean like 80s arcade machines. Only like
funny.
80s and 90s arcade machines. And it
actually sounds like awesome.
So fucking good. Like OG Donkey Kong, OG a Power Play 10. They've got a Power Play 10 there now. Which is this really awesome NES arcade machine that is basically an NES with like 10 cartridges slotted into it.
You want to make them like how the old ones were made, or do you want to make like a new generation type?
What I want to make is an arcade cabinet, like by cutting the wood, you know, and putting it all together, and then putting a modern display in it, and then just hooking up that display to, the only thing that needs to be inside the cabinet is just a laptop, and you just run RetroArch.
Or a Raspberry Pi.
You just put, yeah, you know, and you just
Pi
put
would do better.
RetroArch. You put a RetroArch install on there, and then you just set up a joystick and buttons. I mean, 8-Bit Do already has their joystick and buttons thing, so you just put one of those in there, and then you have a fully functioning arcade machine. And like modern display, some people might be, oh, I don't want the super crisp pixels. Then you go into RetroArch and you apply one of those filters, one of those really fucking good looking filters that makes it look like a CRT.
I'm honestly gonna say this.
Go ahead.
Shenanigans arcade machine.
Yes.
I'm gonna cum my pants.
It's I realize with this, it's not limited. I'm my narrow POV is just like, oh yeah, let me just make it into a RetroArch machine. No, it can run any game that you can play on a joystick and 6 buttons, because that's what the 8-Bit Do controller has. It's just a joystick and then 6 buttons, like a Street Fighter. Street Fighter Arcade is also a joystick and 6 buttons.
I also have a joystick and 6 buttons.
1, 2, 3, 4.
My peanuts. What were you
peanuts.
gonna say about it, Gears?
Honestly, I'd probably just use a CRT. Mostly for the fact that a lot of older games run a lot better with CRTs.
That is true. Yeah.
It's all right.
Well, as if you're emulating, you might as well go ahead and go for the more modern.
Yeah.
I personally want a modern display because I want the option to choose between do I want to play this game with the crisp pixels or do I want to play it with the filter? Like, I can pick and choose per game.
Yeah.
And those filters in
makes sense.
RetroArch look absolutely gorgeous. I was testing some like about a month or two ago, and they look really nice. There's ones that emulate a VHS look, some that emulate a regular CRT look. There's some really good ones. Anyways, yeah, I feel like it'd be a really fun project to do. Could do it in like my dad's garage. And when you think about it, you cut some wood, you put it together, you put the trim on there so you don't like get fucking splinters on the edge, and it's pretty simple. It's a screen, a computer of some sort, like a Pi or a laptop, and then an 8-Bit Do controller. Or if I really want to, I could like actually get a standalone joystick and like wire it up, and like some buttons and wire those up too.
The buttons are actually a lot easier to
pain.
wire up. The buttons are actually a lot easier to wire up than you'd think.
But the other option is just to use an 8-Bit Do controller that already has a USB connector on it. And I'm plugging this thing into a Pi or a laptop, so...
If you're going to do a Pi, I'd actually do the buttons instead.
I'm probably going to do a laptop, just because a laptop is going to be a little bit more powerful than a Pi, and then also that makes it so that... That makes it so that I could actually, without needing to do, like, streaming, I could play a couple modern games. I could play like Celeste on there. A Pi is probably not going to run
or Shenanigans.
A game like Celeste or Shenanigans, but a laptop definitely could.
No, a Pi could. If you had a Raspberry Pi 5, you should be pretty much good to run a lot of things. Actually, they have really good processing.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it. And a laptop would be cheap. You can get a ThinkPad for $50. You can get a ThinkPad for $50.
I would love to see a Raspberry Pi 5 run Spider-Man 2. I'd love to see how that goes.
That's a little much.
Yeah.
I want the option to at least try a couple 3D games and see what happens. I know it's mainly going to be best for 2D games and platformers and stuff, but I want to have the option to try 3D games.
Technically, Shenanigans is 3D.
Yeah, kind of technically.
It's in the 3D engine.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's just a cool project I was thinking about recently, and I hadn't gone to that arcade in a couple years, but it's really cool. They had a Fix-It Felix arcade machine there. I didn't know they made those.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
It was a game idea.
It was the game from the movie. It was pretty fucking cool. Although I could definitely tell it had a copyright date of like 1982 on it. But it clearly had a modern display in it. Like, that was not some CRT screen. That was definitely like an LCD. So, it was definitely not made in 1982. They didn't have those then. I'm so confused though, because it didn't have any branding for the Wreck-It Ralph movie on it. It was like very genuinely just a Fix-It Felix Jr. arcade machine. And I'm like, who made this and when was this a thing? And like, is this a homebrew maybe? Like, what is this thing? I kind of want to look into it a bit more because I'm really curious about it. If you guys ever come down to Iowa for some fucking God knows why reason, you can come to that arcade. It's pretty fucking cool. There's also an amusement park here. It's pretty cool. Pretty fun.
Ooh.
It's not terrible here. Probably more interesting here than like where either of you live, honestly. I mean, you live in like fucking somewhere in Oklahoma.
It seems like it'd probably be about equal distance, at least for like any of the major ones, between like somewhere in Texas and where you live. I don't know. I'd have to look. I don't know for sure.
All right.
So I think there's Six Flags in Texas.
It's cheap here. A lot of stuff is pretty cheap here, you know, because there's nothing to fucking do here. I would go bowling. I don't know why I'm thinking about any of this anyways. We've got TwitchCon. We've got TwitchCon, which is going to be great.
To go to later.
We got
TwitchCon. Two TwitchCons to go to.
That's true. You got 2 TwitchCons. When is how soon is the first one? What month is that in?
End of May. Literally last week of May.
End of May. All right. So, and you're not going to like, you don't think you're going to like cancel like you did last time, right? Like you're actually going this time.
Nope. Because I don't think I'm going to get fired this time, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. You got fired and then you had to cancel it. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking sucks, but it'll be cool to have an episode that we'll record actually after a TwitchCon. Instead of going to TwitchCon and then going on hiatus for like 5 months. Knock on wood. That's my fault. The time skip. My fault.
Speaking of time skip, we didn't really get to a whole. I mean, them two got to some of the different things they did during the time skip, and I didn't quite yet.
Go ahead.
John's gay.
It's your.
No,
you heard me.
No. Last I checked, it liked vaginas, but okay.
Damn.
You gotta double check.
I had to ask him.
Mm-hmm. And him.
It's 2 separate beings between here and there.
My nuts.
Yeah.
My balls.
So during the time skip, I had been doing. So I think before the time skip, I talked about like doing animation work, and I still have been doing animation work, but I ended up transferring over to doing a lot of 3D that looks like 2D. You both have seen what I've worked on, but in flashlight screen, what I've been doing.
Okay.
It's just porn. It's just tons of porn.
With the
we're not putting porn on the screen.
If there isn't any. But yeah, so taking the shenanigans characters, make them into 3D this time around, and then doing that, because as much as I like to draw, I don't like to draw that much, and trying to do like cartoons and stuff by myself with traditional like 2D is really rough. So
yeah, sounds fucking difficult. Sounds more difficult than anything I could do.
Yeah, so I'm doing 3D for a little while. That being said, the cartoon, I don't know when it's going to come out anymore. I was hoping it'd come out soon. I don't think that's going to happen anymore because my life has been wild. There's a few developments that are happening. Not going to talk about it yet.
Crazy train.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much just going to be working on animations, 3D animations. So I'll probably be doing some like shorts of like small animations that I do. and then post them on my YouTube as YouTube Shorts or TikToks or whatever. I don't know anymore. Expect that stuff soon. I'm also trying to get a new design of this. I don't think I've ever talked about that publicly.
Oh, no, yeah. New design of this avatar?
Yeah, kind of. So just more like an original character of like my persona on VR chat or in general.
Okay. Like model made from scratch?
Yeah, pretty much. So it's taken a little while because busy and struggling to come up with character design ideas.
Busyness. Okay. Let me fucking tell you. This podcast tonight was about an hour and a half delayed, on top of being technically, I guess, 3 hours delayed than last time we recorded.
Staying true to the name of Always Late Bun.
Always Late Bun TV here. Welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Always Late stream. I'm gonna pull out an adults thing for a second. Fuck filing your weekly unemployment claim. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's a bitch. Oh my god. I just had to do that for the first time before the show, and holy shit, it is just annoying. And like, I think
the
website,
me about
like
all
the
that.
website is different per state, so like you guys might have a slightly different experience, but it might be like mostly the same, just like different menus and stuff. But like the generalness of wow, this kind of fucking blows. Maybe one blows more than the other. That wasn't fun. But we're here and we're recording anyways, and I definitely didn't. I definitely wasn't put in such a bad mood by doing it that I wanted to cancel for today or anything. No. But we're here anyways. Yeah, so what else? What else is there today? Here's a thing. Here's a bit of homework for Gears and I, because you're probably caught up on this already. Gears, where the fuck did you just go?
Gears is uninterested anymore and just doing his own thing.
Gib? Audio listeners,
Yeah, so what is it?
I have homework for you and me, and it's not the 1,000-year door homework, which we still do need to do, but I have other homework that quit floating off into the distance again because I mentioned 1,000-year door.
I heard the word homework. I heard the word homework. I'm uninterested.
A quest.
Oh, okay, maybe a little bit more.
A
maybe we'll try a different word. Yeah, wait, that requires work.
Hey, shut the fuck up and listen to me.
I'm okay. I don't need to do it.
So, The Amazing Digital Circus. We were going to do an episode talking about the show a while ago. I'm sure
Did they make a new episode?
There's quite a few episodes since either of us have watched the show, actually. I'm multiple episodes behind, and so are you. John, you're probably caught up.
I'm probably going to be going to my island after this. Do you guys want to watch it there? Because there's a video player there.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, they haven't released anything new that I haven't seen.
Really? On Amazing Digital Circus?
What glitch?
Yeah, I've already fucking watched episode 4.
You are actually caught up. Okay.
Oh, you are caught up.
up
That's so funny. So it's literally Nano.
I'm not caught up.
It's
okay, I'll do my homework.
Nano.
But once I catch up, hopefully maybe we can bring it up next week. I don't know if Witchy has seen it, because, you know, obviously it would also make sense if our guest has seen the show that we're fucking talking about. Maybe well bring it up next week.
Watch it right now.
Yeah, let's watch it right now. Fuck it. DMCA claims.
Put it on John's dick right here.
My God. I forgot. Right, we're naming the camera John's dick because that's a thing now. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely
You don't like the name John's dick?
I'm excited to watch the episodes 3 and 4 because I haven't yet. I was saving them because I thought you hadn't seen them yet, and I was saving them for the show specifically. Well, I'm probably gonna go rewatch the whole series, so I'm gonna go watch 1 and 2, and then I'm gonna watch 3 and 4, and then we can talk about it because I fucking love that show, and that is a very cool and a awesome good, and a get your fucking hand off my penis.
My hand was where?
Must have been the wind. Must have been the wind.
Fucking windy.
The wind.
It's fucking windy.
What's that from? Windy. Is that just a thing you said? Okay, and there it goes.
I think that's the thing that I had been saying, but like I don't remember where I got it from.
So I got it from a fucking video of a fox that's just sitting there chilling in the wind, and there's a dude who voices the fox going, "It's fucking windy."
It's a bit windy. I like that now.
I don't know where I got it from. It must have just come from something like that or something, or I heard it from somewhere. I get a lot of like different things from different places and stuff, or like the Johnisms as some of us call it, because there's a few different phrases and things that I typically end up saying, like if someone says a word that is really confusing or long or something or weird, then I'm just like, what'd you call me? That type of thing.
Bitch.
But there's also
bitch.
like I don't believe you, or that's a problem whenever I'm playing games or doing something.
I hear that's a
And
problem
so-
a lot.
Yep, you hear that a lot from me. It has gotten to a point to where other friends of mine have been saying it. So Maslip Bubbles is one of them that has been saying it a lot as well now, because she just picked it up from me.
Oh yeah, I saw them at Rose's birthday party, which I was at yesterday, which was pretty awesome. I have to say, it is interesting. You know, a friend of the, I would say friend of the show, friend of mine. I think John, you've met them, and then Gears, you might have met them at some point.
I know Rose.
Yeah, Fire Rose, good friend of mine. I would say, oh, come on the podcast, but it's a little hard to have a mute on the podcast, but a little difficult.
Wow.
So, I don't know, could still try, who knows, but they're amazing. They do a bunch of things, and one thing that they do is DJing, and I think this is an assumption of mine, that it comes with the territory.
Is that a recent thing that they've been doing?
No, they've been DJing for like a year or a couple of years now. I think a year or two.
I did not know that.
Maybe longer.
I legit did not know that.
And they DJ'd at VRCon before. They
You think I was
DJ'd
paying
the last
attention
year
to what
of
was going on at
VRCon.
VRCon back then?
Yeah, fair enough. So I think this comes with the territory of being a DJ, where you just have friends and or acquaintances of yours that are also DJs, and then the awesome thing is you can just have someone do a DJ set at your fucking birthday party. Because there was live DJs there at the birthday party, so it's just like, yeah, sure, I'll have a DJ at my party. Fuck yeah! I don't know. I just found that kind of interesting.
Because like Novid and Vanessa Wolf know like a bunch of other DJs and stuff in the VRC scene. It's funny.
Yeah, the DJ scene in VRC is amazing.
Who was that I met that was also a DJ with Deathmap? I was drunk. I go in and there was who was it? It was Rob Roman.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah.
I met him while I was drunk off my ass, and I went. I literally look at their voice or look at their thing, and I'm just like, who's Bro Man?
You're the mix of Rob Roman's voice.
I look at their fucking name tag because it's all in one word. I'm like, who the fuck's Bro Man? And then I heard it again and went, oh God. Shit.
I forgot you told me this before, but it's still just as fucking funny.
But the funny thing is that the person who does this is Rob Roman's, that person isn't even Rob Roman. It's an entirely different person.
There's another Rob.
No, it's not even a Rob. It's a friend of theirs that did the voice for that. But I think the piece that's actually on that world is his though.
Yeah.
I met him in Vegas, Rob Roman.
Oh, cool.
Did you kick his ass? I'm kidding.
No, he did like a little DJ thing in Vegas. He also did it at San Diego as well.
Yeah,
he did a DJ deal.
I didn't go to. I think I was invited to the one in San Diego, but I didn't go because I knew that there was probably going to be people there that morally I cannot be around because they've done bad things. I know a couple people who have been in some dramas before that were gonna be there, and I'm like,
We can also invite Rob. He's got a podcast as well.
oh, he does?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, that's what he was there with Deathmap for, is that he was doing a podcast with Deathmap and the PJKT team. Specifically, I think it was Latinos of the PJKT team.
Shout out Rob Roman's voice. Come on the podcast. I said
Shout
that.
out
I mean, if you
Latinos.
want.
I said the thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Latinos.
Yeah.
I think it was because I was drunk while I was there. I was just wanting to just kind of poke at death and just kind of cuddle, but they were in the middle of recording a podcast.
I want that quote on one of the books because what we said earlier about those books on the shelf having just quotes from the show.
Yeah.
I want shout out Latinos.
Shout out Latinos.
There's a hard line.
I'm sorry.
We love 'em.
Again, I was drunk on my ass when I was there. I was
Them
taking
Latinos,
bits
man.
and pieces. I was taking bits and pieces of the conversation.
Fuck's sake. Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry.
What are you sorry
in.
about? You're fine.
You come in opening line, it's just Latinos, am I right?
Shout out Latinos.
My God. I think I have one thing I want to talk about, but I'll probably save it for next week. Because
With Witchy?
not necessarily with him, but I just have another topic that I can probably just save till then because we've been going for 54 minutes, and if I bring it up, it could be a little bit of a longer one because it's a slightly longer story. So I'll just drag it on to next week.
54 minutes and 34 seconds.
Yes.
Sure.
54 minutes and 42 seconds. 43, 44, 45, 46.
You are
47?
like 2 ahead of me. 2 seconds ahead of me.
I know.
Speaking of TwitchCon, there's another story from there, which is basically like I ended up hanging out quite a bit. Like I end up hanging out with Furtrap very seldom in VR chat, but every time at TwitchCon, like I end up hanging out with him the most.
Interesting.
Other than like the other than like you guys, one of the nights I stayed, not overnight, but I hung out with Furtrap at his hotel, as well as like Lugal Platinum, Standard Pi, and 20LP, and we just ended up playing like Smash Brothers for most of the night, and it was really freaking funny.
Yeah. We had a night at our Airbnb
Smash.
where we played Smash Bros. too. I don't know if you were there for that one.
I think I was, because I think I played a few rounds.
I think so, yeah.
I think I played a few rounds.
I want to bring the Switch to TwitchCon again, but I have a better idea. What if I brought the whole the whole goddamn Wii U and Wiimotes? We play Wii Sports. I bring the whole fucking Wii U. I'm gonna bring the whole damn thing and hook it up.
I would
That is
not be opposed.
That is
bring
a
the whole damn
recording
thing.
session.
It is
That is a
exactly.
recording, yeah.
I have exactly 3 Wii remotes for us 3. It's perfect.
I'm going to bring a capture card because I think I've got one.
I found my capture card, by the way, guys.
Congratulations.
Fucking finally found it. I have an Elgato HD60 that I got on my birthday, like whenever I was 15.
Same. I think
I was,
mine
like-
is the HD60S.
I got it when I was 15.
Hate to break it to you, the base HD60 sucks. Dick.
I got it when I was 15, fucker.
Okay.
It works.
I couldn't get it to work. I ordered one off eBay. I couldn't get it to work. I looked up the limitations of it online after I bought it, and I was like, oh, it can't do like any of the things I needed to do. So I resold it on eBay.
Are you talking about pass-through?
So
Yeah, I think so.
So what I was gonna do with it, I was gonna stream some games off of the Switch because I wanted to do the whole voicing the Zelda stuff. And I finally found my Elgato that I can utilize, and I can play the games, and I can fuck.
He can fuck. Check out Gears' Twitch, linked down at, oh my god, at F3B Podcast.com, as well as all of our Twitch links as well.
Check out my Twitch, where I almost never stream.
Yeah.
Except with
Onlyfans.com.
Unless it's with
That's
me.
it, my own.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what if I just streamed like my usual like collabs and stuff on OnlyFans instead?
That
I wouldn't be opposed to watching it.
That wouldn't be the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
There's a lot of people on that platform. There's a lot of people.
I need to go update the F3B Podcast.com website because I don't think I have your Twitch link on there, Gears. No, I do.
You
I
do
do.
not.
I did it. No, I did. It's there. We're good.
Nope.
All right, then.
I don't see it.
No, oh, it's gone.
You do need to update it to put my portfolio website on now. Because
okay.
johncody.com is active again.
Oh, okay. And I also need
Fiverr's
to
not
edit
coming
the.
soon.
Okay. I also need to edit the.
Oh yeah,
the,
get rid
the,
of Fiverr.
the footer of the page because it says copyright 2024. I need to fix that.
Come in my
No, it needs to be
asshole and make me
25.
Obama. Ba-ba-da, 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 ba-ba-da.
We may also just take some new pictures of this avatar because we haven't done that yet.
Has any messages
But
been
they
sent
want
to
take
us at all?
some more for a new one. Huh?
Voice messages?
yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. If you guys are listening this far into the episode, you're probably pretty invested in the show. So go ahead and go over to f3bpodcast.com and scroll down on the page a little bit. There is a page where you can send in a voice message.
F3B Podcast.com.
Yes, Gears. You're spelling it out like a fucking kindergarten class. Our viewers aren't kindergartners. They're real people. Kindergartners aren't.
Really?
Get off my fucking lap. I ain't Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. You can send in a voice message. You can send in a voice message to the show, and then, I don't know, send in any sort of voice message you want. Questions, topics, stories, whatever the fuck you want.
Your goon session?
Your goon session.
No, I just sent one, by the way.
Yeah, you're not checking it, apparently.
Oh, my God.
Check it.
Come on,
I
I
will
just
check
sent
it after
one.
the
Come
show.
on. Check it right now. It's funnier.
Oh, my God. I can't pull it up right now. The audio.
Don't we have an email as well?
We do have an email, which is also on the website. I don't know what the fuck you're going to send to us to an email. I don't know, a zip bomb, maybe?
Yeah.
I
can
hope
send
to
to zip
God
bomb.
you send me everything you've got. Your social security, your credit card.
Send us your social
Everything.
security numbers to our email address, contact@f3bpodcast.com. Do not do that for legal reasons.
Please.
For legal reasons,
please
this is a
don't.
joke.
For legal
But
reasons,
for legal reasons,
we are
it
in big
isn't.
trouble.
Send it to General Electric.
Send it to General.
Send it to General.
They know what to do with it.
Yo, no.
They need to start a defamation case against us
Just like
ASAP.
Elon.
They really need to. It would be in their best interest. My God.
What was it that you said during that entire time during one recording that just never went out because of how pissed I was at certain things? It was like, what was it? The Twitter or X.com AI thing? Grok.
Oh my God.
Oh. I talk to Grok often. He's really wonderful.
Remember that episode? I got so pissed.
I asked him for dating advice and he gave some really good stuff. Although he did mention a few weird things about like Elon Musk being like the overlord and like the one who will save us all and the next Messiah. But like other than that, like Grok's pretty amazing.
Mind Viewer.
Nano's pissed because Nano's heard this same fucking bit for over a year now.
Grok.
I'm like X the everything app.
Formerly known as Twitter. It's still Twitter on my phone. It still says Twitter, and I still got the Twitter icon. I changed it on my phone. It's still Twitter.
You have Android, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I can't.
I don't know why they named it X. It's such a stupid name.
Because he has this he gets off extremely to the thought of the letter X. It's fucking crazy.
It's
Do
weird.
you think he has an Xphilia?
+1. That's a good joke. Write that down. That's a good one. That goes in your comedy routine.
We're putting that on the books. We're putting that on the books.
It goes in the books. You think he has Xphilia?
Oh no! You know what? I'm making a prediction right now. I'm making a prediction
Right.
for next episode. I'm making a prediction
Oh.
because we have books on the bookshelf. Shocking, I know. There's this one stream of mine where something about the books. So Witchy just kept screaming about the books. It was like observation duty, I think, like one of the spot the difference games. And he was just screaming, "You didn't check the books! It was the books!"
I think I remember this.
I'm predicting he's gonna see the books on the bookshelf and he's gonna mention something about the books. and
predict,
and we'll see if that happens.
Cuck chair.
Yeah. Speaking of bits, there's a recent like thing that I'm trying to like pick up a little bit more. I told Gears about this earlier. It's a whole like comedy bit thing from the legendary Dana Carvey, who came up with like someone who's like from Boston or from New York and is extremely wealthy and has like extremely successful and has everything that they want, but they still have to be like upset or angry about something. To where it's just like, it's like an interview type thing to her, and she's like, "So, sir, I hear that you have a very wealthy establishment. You've been able to accumulate a very large amount of money. You've basically got like $150 million of assets, you know?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do. I've got a pretty good life, but you know what drives me fucking insane? Curly fries. Why are they in a circle? Just make them a straight fry. What are you thinking?
They're doing the frickin' fries gay. They're not straight."
Yeah, they're turning the fries gay.
This is abysmal. And that's all the time we have for tonight's episode.
Excuse me, you're not John.
I'm not. Sorry.
John, go ahead.
You know what drives me out of my fucking mind? Cotton candy! Is it a fucking candy or is it air? Pick between the two. Fucking, I'm buying another yacht.
I swear to God, if you broke something over your knee, that'd be funny.
I think I hurt my knee more than anything.
You just hurt
I
his
knocked
fucking
over
knee,
a water
dude.
bottle, but it's fine.
Knocked over the water bottle. Water bottle harassment. I'm gonna cancel you on fucking X, formerly known as Twitter.
I'm calling the water bottle police.
I'm writing a twit longer. I'm writing an X longer about you harassing these fucking water bottles.
Is it made by Grok?
You know, did you get it from Grok?
Anyways,
You know, sir, we through this insane accident, we found a manuscript where now you own the entire island of Maui. You now have the entire island. You are now the wealthiest man on Earth. Congratulations! Like, you have everything now. Yeah, that's pretty good. But you know what drives me fucking insane? Convertibles! Just get a fucking roof on your car! There's no point. Just get the roof. It's just insane.
Wait, I don't want no roof.
Outro.
Sorry, sucking John's dick. Excuse me for a bit.
John, you named the camera John's dick.
Yes.
Okay.
Putting names on things?
He named that camera right there John's dick.
Can we put like John's dick? Just John's dick.
No
right there.
one will know.
No one will understand that.
No one will understand.
No, it just makes me giggle when I look at it.
I can totally do that. Is that a thing I have to do now? Okay. I hereby declare the camera.
I do declare.
Is known as John's dick. This
John's
is just
dick.
my friends call me dick. What? He said penis. No way.
My friend
See the penis.
Dick Johnson.
Dwayne?
Dwayne the Dick Johnson.
I have an image of that.
Dwayne the Dick Johnson.
Yeah, Dwayne the Cock Johnson.
That is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is Dwayne's face photoshopped onto a dick.
I love
It
Dickachu.
is Dwayne the Cock Johnson. I have that. It's exactly as it sounds.
You guys want to hear about something I did when I was younger?
Maybe.
I used to I drew a dick, but the tip, the head, was the O Pikachu face, and I called it Dickachu. I hope I still have the image around. If I do, I will be sending it in the group chat. It will take
my God,
me
okay,
hours to fucking find it.
That needs a caption of the is that your gulp pussy?
Is that your gulp pussy?
It needs that caption.
Oh my God, that's perfect. All of this is going at the end of the episode. You want a cold open
No,
now?
this is going in the beginning.